For MarketWizards.com and eMiniWizard.com, just about 11 o'clock on Monday, the 16th of December, 2019, reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose. Well, Kyle wants to know if we can yeehaw yet, and I would have to say yes. If you've been blessed with trying to go with the flow, I got a couple of points left for our primary target, 02.5 to 03.25, possibly the 05s, all measured moves. So the substantial portion of it is attained, and this is where I get to say, protect your profits, if any. Likely we're going to get some consolidation. I'm not expecting a big plunge unless there's a news event. We said we expected stolen range. We don't even have 10 points yet, RTH. This is a bullish pattern. This is a 2-minute chart. Here's a 3. Here's a 5. And for those traders who are so inclined and want to short, let's talk about the principle that we've talked about over and over, which is the idea of waiting to short, waiting to enter is losing. Let's say you had the idea that today the 02s to 03s are potential target, and you said, okay, anytime we get up above 3,200, I'm going to start to short. I'm not going to do anything till we get there because I like those odds for a short. That's a valid point. There's nothing wrong with that approach. But one of the mentors I studied with suggested that waiting to enter is losing. And what he meant by that is, if your expectation is that we are going to get to that neck of the woods, and your game plan is to come in and short, this zone, then why not buy into it with that expectation that that's where it's going? And then you have some capital that the market has given you to risk for that trade. Most traders don't think that way. They don't get that. They don't understand that. They'd rather take what they think is a safe trade by trying to short this psychology area. And I have preached over and over, if you think that's where it's going and you want to short that, then you should be buying that trade. And then you have the market's money that you can choose to risk if you want to. And that's why I've said waiting to enter is losing. Because we're not going to assume the market is going to sit there at the open. And so if that's your expectation, we're going there, then play into it. And that is basically called buying high and selling higher. So what? You were sleeping. Try to read the pattern, read the ideas, read the notion that, okay, it's another multiple breakout. You're playing a breakout for your targets. Best I can describe that theory. And the moving averages from the overnight range clearly have helped anybody that has been following either a fast or a longer duration chart. All right, 2s, 5s. 15s, our base chart. 30s. Just step by step and identify our targets one at a time. Best I can tell you, blend these charts together. If your 30-minute is bullish, your 15 is bullish, and drop back to something like your 5s, the fast chart, you'll see the rotations a little bit faster. Now we'd had 83.5 as our prior resistance target. So now that's become supportive until broken. So, okay, let's call 82 our support. Now we know the next frame that we've already identified. Step by step. So I guess, yeah, that is it time to say yeehaw, mini yeehaw, because the range has been stolen and it's not a big deal, but we're not expecting a big deal. It was done overnight. They stole this range. And I believe this is still part of rollover. Part of it, the Polar Express, but part of it is due to rollover. And you cannot get complacent. News event could wipe this out in a heartbeat. So if you played upside and taken profits and you want to rebuy one more time today, why not? Till proven otherwise, that should be the strategy. You know, obviously trail if you want and be willing to give back a few points to make a few more. But we thought it'd be a fairly tight range this morning, and as long as our primary support, which was 88, held, we wanted upside. And whatever you do, stay humble. It's a tough business. Don't think, well, we're know-it-alls. We're not. We've just been willing to buy, support, and keep looking for resistance targets. And that makes anybody look good, even me. Guys that want to call the top, call the top, call the top, they've been hurt. At one point, they'll be right, but doubtful they're going to have any meaningful cash left to short the market when the time does come.